You're slashing prices. Prices destroyed. Retail? Not on my watch. Sales. Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. We're really close to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, that whole deal. You know, it's just like the American tradition of going to your local Walmart after eating a lot of food and getting literally trampled to death because you're trying to get that sick TV for a good deal. But don't worry, I got a sale today that's just online, so you don't have to go get trampled. You don't even have to get your shoes scuffed or nothing. Online, it's magic.
Magic!
Some great prices, actually. Some of these are freaking sick, and we have good brands as well. Mancera, not Womancera, that's coming out later, but Mancera. We got Nishane, Tiziana Terenzi, Xerjoff, and Xerjoff. Could y'all believe these prices?
And that pun was intentional, honey.
A lot of good stuff here. I'll go over it with you right now, and I will tell you some of the ones that jump out at me as being things that you should look at or that I might look at. The sale is linked in the description below. Feel free to go down there, click that after the video is completed, and look at everything. Maybe see some stuff that I missed as I scroll through. So this sale runs through Sunday the 12th, ending at 11 p.m. Eastern, and there is a code associated with this sale, which is WOW12. That's right, World of Warcraft. Oh wait, no, just WOW. Whoa. WOW12, WOW12. So I guess the place I'll start is Mancera. There's a lot of fragrances on here, I gotta say. Over 300 different fragrances. So sometimes with these sales, there won't be that many. You'll look on there, it'll be like 40 or 50 or something, and it's just kind of like, oh, okay. But this one has a pretty good selection. Now, one of the first Mancera fragrances here that jumps out at me, just because the pricing is so good, like crazy cheap, is Deep Forest. Now this one, they have a 4-ounce, 120 mil full presentation, 58.58. So $58.58. These retail for, I believe, $180. That's pretty much what most all Manceras retail at for that size. So that's a pretty big discount. A little over $120 off for that one. Now Deep Forest is not one of the most heavily hyped Mancera fragrances or anything like that. I do own it. I actually think it's better than Fragrantica does. But this one has leather, it's got incense, cloves, violet in there as well, and woods, believe it or not. Yeah, a fragrance called Deep Forest does indeed have woods. That one jumped out just because of the price point, but there are a lot of fragrances from Mancera here that are under $70. Frankly, a lot that are kind of right at $70. So Cedrat Boisé, that one is probably the most hyped Mancera fragrance. I'm sure most of you know Cedrat Boisé. It's been compared a little bit to Aventus, though it is quite different. Does its own thing. It's got a lot of fruit in there, big performance, leather note as it dries down, huge compliment puller, very versatile. It's one of Mancera's best, I think, pretty easily. Most people would agree Cedrat Boisé is one of the best Mancera fragrances for men, and they have that one at $70.19. That's for a 120 ml size bottle. Heck of a deal. I mean, frankly, when you think about it, Mancera at discounters, just such an awesome house for people that are starting to get into niche fragrances, because you can get Cedrat Boisé 120 mils for $70, which is about half the price of what a lot of designer fragrances go for nowadays at retail. So yeah, just good stuff. And then there's Oud Lemon Mint, which is one of my personal favorites. That one about the same, $70.29, 120 mils, full presentation. Love Oud Lemon Mint. Again, it's a Mancera, huge performance. I mean, that just about goes without saying. Almost all Mancera fragrances have got that performance where if you spray too much on, people are gonna, they're gonna. So don't spray too much, just have some empathy.
Empathy is required.
But yeah, Oud Lemon Mint, it does indeed have lemon. It does indeed have oud. And it's a wearable oud. It's got almond in there, a big blast of citrus off the top, really packs a punch, like I said. Quite unique as well, stands out quite a lot. Big compliment puller, my wife has always loved that one of my favorites. My computer sounds like it's taken off, man. Sounds like it's one of the freaking Concords. You hear that? Crazy for Oud. That one's $63.23. You know, when you start digging into Mancera and Montal, there is a lot of Oud or oud-based fragrances with oud in them. Crazy for Oud came out a few years ago. It is a little bit similar to Precious Oud, which is also by Mancera. It does have rose in there, another one with huge performance, but it has a note of tiramisu and vanilla in there, so it doesn't just go full on only oud and rose. It gives you something a bit different as well. And I'm gonna say it again, there are a whole mess load of Mancera fragrances on here. Hindu Kush for $67.88. That is a great deal. I like that one a lot as well. Let's go towards some of the more expensive ones, see kind of what we got there. Man, they got a lot of them under 80 bucks, whole lot. Vetiver Sensual, another one I love, $77.18. Great price on that. Very fresh, wearable, citrusy vetiver, you know, very clean, just really easygoing, kind of like a great entryway into vetiver scents. They got Sicily for $74.39. Red Tobacco, a little bit on the pricier side compared to some of these others at $82.79, but Red Tobacco, another one of the most well-known from the house. That one really, really strong in the opening, smells friggin' amazing as it dries down. Got a 2-ouncer of Soleil d'Italie for $52.24, so pretty cheap there. Another freshie as well. Looks like the most expensive one is French Riviera at $89.75. That's Mancera, in case you forgot. This is a newer one. Came out last year, citrus, ginger, sea notes, pine, vetiver. So this is obviously a summertime kind of fragrance. It's drawn some comparisons to Eden Rock from Christian Dior, but this one, being one of the newer ones, is on the pricier side as far as everything in the sale goes, but still cheaper than it is usually priced. This one usually is about 100 bucks from Joma shop here, but instead it is marked down to $89.75, so a bit less. That's Mancera. There are a freaking ton of fragrances I did not mention that are part of the sale, but I gotta keep it moving. So let's take a look at Nishane here. All right, let's take a look through. Yeah, we got the usual Nishane suspects.
Yes, of course it is.
All the big dogs here. Hasavat 100 ml going for $139.49 as part of this sale. That is for a 100 ml size bottle. That is not the 50 ml, so that is why it's a little bit pricier. They do have the 50 ml for $106.94 though. Those are both the full presentation. That's good to know that they're not the tester there. There are some testers on here for other fragrances, but those are the prices for full presentations of Hasavat. Hasavat, another one that draws comparisons to Aventus. It's an extrait de parfum, so really good performance on that one as well. You can frankly just wear it anytime. Another massive compliment puller. A lot of the lesser known Nishane fragrances are here as well. You've got like Suede Saffron, which I think smells very good. A little similar to Tuscan Leather. $92.99 on that one. That's for a 50 ml size. Let's see, we got Ani 50 ml for $98.99. Ani, an amazing vanilla fragrance. If you're a fan of vanilla, you got to check that out if for some reason you have not. Let's see, Sultan Vetiver right there, $89.96, 50 ml. I bought that at full retail. I don't regret it. I think it's amazing. Sultan Vetiver is a perfect vetiver fragrance. It does everything that vetiver can do. You know, it gives you all the different facets, and it's really classy as well. Easy to wear, smells expensive, smells of quality. Love it. We got Wulong Cha on here, 100 Silent Ways, Fan Your Flames. Yeah, pretty much everything that you would expect is on there. Don't see any of the X fragrances yet. X gonna give it to you.
X gon' give it to you.
Maybe those will be in the future, but that is Nishane. A lot of other ones on there, of course. Let's move to Xerjoff. There are a mess load of Xerjoff. Oof. 100 ml tester of Fiero, $97.64, so I dig that. A lot of different Sospiro on here, Cosmorati fragrances. My old enemy, Herba Pura. Really popular, people love it. I'm not a huge fan, but it's going for $116.96. That's for a 50 ml size. It's a full presentation for that one as well. Let's see, where are the big dogs at? Let's see. Got Neo, which is one of my favorite citrus fragrances ever. ever, period. It's one of the best smelling summertime fragrances ever. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Interesting here, a 50 mil full presentation, 158.09. A 50 mil tester, 158.09. So for Neo, scoop up that full presentation. Yeah, it's the same price, just scoop up the full presentation. You know, if later on you look at this like toward the end of the sale or something like that and you want to scoop this up and you see that full presentation is gone, feel bad for you. 100 mil of Naxos, only $131.36. That is a very good price. That is a tester though. But it's one of those deals. Xerjoff has very good presentation, you know, in terms of the box and everything. But at the end of the day, you still get the bottle and you get the fragrance, which is the most important part, and you are saving a lot of money. So, you know, is it worth it to pay up and get the full presentation? Or do you just save a lot of money and get the tester and still get the same fragrance? That's the tester, $131.36. The full presentation, 100 mil, $198 even, so $198. Oh, we got Tony Iommi. Oh, we have the Tony Iommi Monkey Special 50 mil for $204.59. I don't see that one on these all that often. Oh, we got a Torino 21. Ooh, for $127.59 or 50 mil. That's pretty good. That is normally $205, I believe. Oh. Nice. Torino 21, man. If you haven't smelled that stuff, it's fantastic. Very green, extremely fresh, minty, like spring, daytime, or summer. One of the best. Like I said before here with Xerjoff, I think there's probably more Xerjoff than anything else. There's just a whole lot of it on sale here. They even have like some of the little 1 ounce bottles as part of this sale. Just a ton of stuff. So basically most any of the Xerjoffs that are gonna be sought after look like they're part of this. That Torino 21, like that's extremely scoopable. Let's see, Terenzi. Let's quickly take a look at Terenzi. A decent amount of Terenzi on here. Looks like the one marked off the most is Draconis, 130.94. That is a tester, but that one I believe retails at 550 bucks. Actually, I was having a conversation with one of my friends just the other day about Terenzi, and I was like, dude, I think that Terenzi is one of those brands that has a surprisingly very high MSRP on some of their fragrances. Like you might think, you know, just of what you see their fragrances sometimes listed for online as being their general price range, but then when you look up their retail, it's like, oh, okay, ooh, up there. Let's see, they got Deluxe for $77.27. It's a 100 mil tester. Ecstasy, 100 mil tester, $77.89. Very inexpensive there. Kirke, 100 mil full Prezi for $88.44. So under 90 bucks on that one. One of the most sought after, most hyped, if you want to call it, fragrances from the house. If you didn't want to go with the tester for Ecstasy, you got a 100 mil of it, full presentation, $90.24. Ursa, 114.39. That one smells a bit similar to Straight to Heaven by Killian. Ladano Nero, let's see, 100 mil, full presentation, $94.49, so under 100 bucks for that one. Whole bunch of Terenzis for under 100. The most expensive one is Atlantide, which is $305.49. That's the full presentation. You might be like, dude, that's so expensive. Why would it cost that much? And I would say, have you seen the retail price? Because I'm looking at it right now at Saks Fifth Avenue, $895. So you look at it and you go, 305, what? Oh, that's almost $600 off. Also have Talia, they have Orza, just a ton of them. So basically you've got the gamut here of Terenzi stuff. You've got some of the ones that are a little more affordable, kind of. I was like, I caught myself there because at retail it's like, not really, but more affordable, and then the really high-end stuff as well. All right, let's wrap it up with Kajal. So the pricing on Kajal, really nice here. Almaz, a tester, 100 mil, $71.24. Kajal Homme, which is probably the first one that most people heard of from the house. That one, $100.79, full presentation on that. Most of the Kajal fragrances are in like the 100 to 110 range, like kind of falling right in there. Maybe $1 or $2 above that, or you know, $1 or $2 less, but right around there. Covers pretty much everything from Kajal falling in that range outside of Masa, which is going for $153. $1,999. That is a new release from this year, so I would assume that's why the price difference there, but everything else pretty much right in that range of like 100 to 110, 111. So basically, if you want anything from Xerjoff, you can get it for about half off. There's a couple outliers, like I said, one a little more expensive and a few that are less expensive, but everything is right around half off, maybe like very slightly above half off. Oh, dude. So much stuff. So there we go. There's just a ton of stuff, over 300 fragrances. Can't talk about all of them here, but you for sure want to check out those Mancera. A lot of those under 100 bucks. Well, pretty much almost all of them under 100 bucks. Nishane and Xerjoff especially. And then like the Xerjoff, that's just like a little gravy. The Terenzi, that's a little icing. So again, that runs through the 12th, and the code on the website is WOW12. I guess that's why it's WOW12. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Stay safe out there, and I will see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys later.